Good morning from Phil in France. Today we are going to be meeting an estate agent that works in France, in Limoux. His name's Anthony and he works with Orpi, right there in the background. And if you're ever in France looking for property in the Limoux region, he's a great asset to have. English and French speaking. He'll take you through the whole process and make it easy for you. So we're going to go in and we're going to meet Anthony. Welcome Anthony to Phil in France. Today we're going to be talking to you about how you can help English people buy properties in France, and you're going to take them through the whole process. How do you do that?
Hi, thanks Phil. Well, I moved to France 15 or 16 years ago, so I've actually been through the process myself. So I think my experience is buying property, and I have bought two here now. I've already moved since I first arrived. Okay. Help people in that I've been through the process myself. I know start to finish exactly how it works, both from the point of view of the customer and also from the point of view of being an estate agent. And I remember when I first arrived here, it's very, very different from buying in the UK. The process is different. The system with notaires is different. Right. How you even move your money from England through to France is important. I made mistakes when I first came here. Those are all the things really that I try and help my clients avoid. They don't have all the problems I had, hopefully, because I've gone through it. I can tell them my experiences when I was first going through the process.
Yeah. So.
Yep. And I now work for a French agency, as you can see, Orpi. I speak English and fluent in French as well. I wasn't fluent in French when I arrived here. I'd done it in school, but having moved here, felt it was important if I wanted to be working here, and hopefully I get by quite well.
Fantastic.
Yep. So I'm here with Orpi. I'm the only English person that works in the office. We're a team of 6. There might be 1 or 2 popping in and out during the day. There is one inside. They're all a bit shy, so we'll see how it goes. Okay.
All right.
So,
bonjour Sylvie. Oui, c'est ma collègue Sylvie. Elle ne parle pas anglais, mais elle est un très bon immobilier. She's a very good estate agent.
Fantastic.
She sells lots of houses, and she's an important part of our team.
Great. Fantastic. So how many, roughly how many English people do you deal with? A month, a year?
It varies. We advertise it extensively through France, so we obviously have a lot of French clients. I would say possibly 10 to 20% of our clients are English. There are 6 of us in our team. There are 2 fluent English speakers, myself and another lady who has French grandparents, I think, but her English is probably better than mine, to be fair. Okay. It's more correct, and she doesn't speak with a Lancashire accent. The others in the team understand a little bit of English, but generally it's deal with the English clients, and it can vary. Some weeks there could be a dozen inquiries come through from English clients. Other weeks 1 or 2. By English clients, I mean English speaking. We get inquiries from the UK, Ireland, America, Australia, New Zealand, so all over. And we do see seasonal fluctuations in that as well.
Sure. And what's the average time from viewing a property to making an offer to closing the deal to getting the keys?
Yeah, that's a good question, Philip. Well, once we've done a viewing, we will help with the negotiation. Once a price is agreed on a property, an offer is put in, and the period usually from putting the offer in and it being accepted through to getting the keys to the house is normally around about 12 weeks in general. It can be quicker, it can take longer. A lot depends on the circumstances.
Does that depend on a cash buy over a mortgage buy?
Yeah, exactly that. If it's a cash buyer, the process can be quicker for obvious reasons.
Yeah.
if somebody's a cash buyer, they're in a position to have the funds available straight away. If it's somebody that's subject to finance, banks are involved, and that can take up to 8 weeks to get finance sorted out, which on top of the rest of the procedures that have to take place means it's usually 12 to 14 weeks maybe,
right.
If there's a loan involved. The thing with a lot of British buyers is they tend to be cash buyers or have their finance sorted out in advance anyway.
Fantastic.
Yeah, I was just going to say the situation is slightly different here in that you can't just make offers on properties as well. You can find that you're in difficulty if you do that, because the system is quite different. Once you've made an offer and it's accepted, the first contract you will sign, it's called a compromis de vente, but it's like
promise
to buy the property. You're pretty much locked in at that stage. If you pull out of the sale, you're liable to pay 10% of the value of the property. So it's important, that is a very important part of the process, that people understand when they're making offers. They need to be in a position to go through with it. You can't pull out like you can in the UK at the last minute, so I've just decided I'm not buying it.
Right.
You're pretty much locked in, and there are penalties.
It's a good thing to know. Important.
There are penalties if you don't buy.
Right. Fantastic. And just tell us exactly where you are in Limoux so they can find you easily.
Yeah, we're easy to find. We're not in right in the centre. There's a lovely square down in the middle of Limoux with bars and the like. We're just up from that, about 100 metres away, but as you've probably seen earlier, we're right next to the car park, which makes it generally very easy to come in to see us if anyone comes in to come in. It's a free car park outside. It takes a number of cars. Today's actually Friday, which is market day, so parking is a little bit more difficult, but there are always places.
Yeah. Brilliant.
And as I say, we're pretty much in the centre of Limoux.
Fantastic. It's on the main road, on the D118.
On the D118.
Between Carcassonne and Quillon.
Yeah.
Easy to find.
And parking in front of the office.
Parking in front of the office. Anthony, thanks very much for your insight to buying properties in France. I hope they like the video and come and see you.
Okay, that's great. Thanks, Philip.
See you soon. Okay.
Thanks.
Bye.
Bye.
Here we go. Big thank you to Anthony there for explaining some of the process of buying property in France. So if you're looking for property in the Limoux area, pop by and see Anthony. All the details will be on the video, and he's at Orpi on Tivoli in the centre of Limoux. Have a great time. We'll talk to you soon.